Hi, are you the new assistant? Perfect timing. I am so happy to see you. Yes, you're in the right place. Nice to meet you. So today we are just starting to input some of the new books we got into our library system. It is pretty straightforward work, a little tedious, and much better with company. So I'm glad you're here. Is this your first time working at a library? I've been here for a few years now. Came here all the time, avid reader, and I figured if I'm gonna be here, might as well put some work in. So it's been a pretty good job, honestly. I've really enjoyed it. Are you part-time? That makes sense. Absolutely. Well, if you're ever interested in a full-time job, talk to me. I'll let you know all about it. So, I just had a few more children's books to get through, and our process for the children's book just involves one more step than the adult books, and I'll let you in on it. So we do everything on the computer here. It makes it nice and organized. It keeps, everything. Keeping track of stuff is a lot easier when it's digital. You can search things. People's library card info shows up. Books that are overdue, etc., etc. However, for the kids, we really do like to make it more of a tactile experience. Less about the digital side, no iPads. Well, they can be educational, of course, but we don't want them to miss out on the physical feeling of checking out a library book. So we ordered these card holders. I'm sure you've seen them before. And we just have the title and author to fill out on the cards. We'll have them write their name on when it's loaned to them. We give it a little stamp, and then we actually scan it digitally. So we do both, but again, the kids absolutely love filling the cards out, so we felt, like we should keep it going even when we switch to the digital side. So we'll be adding in these little pockets to the backs of the kids' books, and then we'll also be printing and filling out the barcodes as well. That's what we're going to need to be able to scan them. So we'll fill out the barcode. If you read the numbers to me, it's a lot easier. We'll scan the book into our system, and we are on our merry way. Wonderful. Ready to get started? Okay, I was just about to dive into this one. I was showing you Wild Cats. I loved anything big cats when I was younger. So we just take a little envelope, and feel free, you can start working on the books there too if you'd like. You can watch me, help me out a little bit, or just go on your own. We can work together. Just keep each other company. Just got 2 sticky tabs on the back. We'll make a little neat pile there. Or maybe we can pull over the trash can later if it gets too big. Okay. And then we're going to stick this on the inside back. When we put it on the outside of the book, it gets a little messed up. So I'm going to go right to the back of the book. Make sure I'm not covering anything super important. Otherwise, we could put it in the front. This one's pretty good. So I'm just going to lay it down and press it in like that. Okay. Make sure that the card goes with it. So we're just going to fill out the title, which is Wild Cats. And the author is Mary Patton. And we want to give it one stamp for today's date, just so we know when we put it into the system, and just gives a nice starting point. So I'm just going to use our little stamp here, and you just turn the wheels like that to adjust the date and the month and the year. You want to try? Yep. What's today? Yep. Perfect. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So you can just give that a little press on the ink pad. Careful with this. Just want to go rock it back and forth. Sometimes makes it a little easier. Like so. And then make sure it's right side up. Stamp the date. I know, very complicated. So we're going to go ahead and put that card into the little pocket. Sometimes it can be a little tough to get them in at first. There we go. That one is all set. And now we just need the barcode. So I do have a system. We're going to go ahead and write in Wildcats, Batten. And could you just read those numbers for me? Dash. Perfect. Good. So I'm going to use my little printer here. Print one label. There we go. We have our label. And this is actually going to go on the back cover. All right. This one we scan in using a scanner. Boop. Easy as that. And it's in our system. Ta-da! Time for the next one. That's right. We keep going. Books on books on books. Okay. This next one isn't quite a kid's book. I would say it's more young adult, but if it comes into the pile, I'd say we just put a pocket in the back anyway. Yeah. No more dead dogs. Did you have to read The Red Fern Grows when you were in school? Old Yeller? Terrible. Terrible. Okay. So this one I'm going to try to avoid the author has his biography in the back here. Just give it a little peel. Nice and easy. And press that in. Great. Get a card. No more dead dogs. Author Gordon Corbin. Get that little stamp. Perfect. Slide that in the back. Okay. Now you go ahead and read that number for me in just a second. Good? Perfect. Print that out. Good. We're going to get into a groove here. Bennett serves a book of animal riddles, so it looks a little bit older. We get our books from a decent amount of sources, donations, we can purchase them. Sometimes other libraries have multiple copies, and the demand just isn't there, so they don't need that many. So we have to do book sharing. There we go. And title, Book of Animal Riddles. We'll call it Animal Riddles. Author, Put 3 ducks in a box. What do you have? A box of quackers. Well, this one truly surpassed the test of time. Comedy is ageless. Go ahead and find the number for me if you don't mind. Ready? Okay. Okay. Ooh, very popular. Books about ancient Egypt, as well as any book with Miss Frizzle and the Magic School Bus. Okay, so we can call this one, well, we'll figure out the author when we get to that. Alright, nice big space on the back here. I'm going to try to open these envelopes a bit more. There we go. That's right at the back here. Perfect. Now, I think we should probably say Miss Frizzle's Ancient Egypt otherwise. There's a bit too many books in this library with a similar title. Author Cole and Deacon. I'll just do the last names when there's more than one. Oh, we have to give it a stamp. You're absolutely right. Catching me already. It's good you're here. There we are. prepping the pocket did absolutely nothing. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and read me that number. Good. Okay. And then we have Miss Frizzle's Agent. Egypt, Cole, and Deacon. Print. It was illustrated by Deacon. Written by Joanna Cole. That's okay. Well, they should have made that more obvious. Okay. Oh, one is a mouse. A nice counting book. Beautiful pictures. So lovely. Okay. So this is by Jonathan Hunt. Jonathan and Lisa Hunt. Now, did one write and one illustrate? You know, I believe they may have both actually done both. So a true double author here. Okay. Put this in the back, and when there is a dust cover on it, just obviously be sure not to put the envelope on top of that. We just kind of lift up the side there. Place it in. Title, One is a Mouse. Author, Jonathan and Lisa Hunt. Stamp here. For the children. Okay. Alright. Oh, another copy. We lose this one often. People take it home, forget to bring it back, it gets a little damaged. Very popular. Where the Wild Things Are. People will be excited to see a very good condition copy of it. Okay. I think the movie came out when I was in, I was in high school. That was an interesting time. A lot of those movies had a very, kind of indie feel to them. The era of Juno. Okay. Maurice Sendak. Title, Where the Wild Things Are. You know, I do know this book quite well. I don't have a very distinct childhood memory of it. Do you know what's your most memorable book? It's hard to think. It is. Some of them will just come to me. Or if I see one I haven't, read in years. Okay. Where's the code? There's the code for this one. Right there. Okay. Where the Wild Things Are. hardback books can definitely run you a pretty penny. Perfect. Okay. Finally, we have Bad Kitty by Nick Bruhl. I don't think I've ever read this one. Maybe I'll take it with me on my lunch break. A little light reading. Nick Bruhl, Bad Kitty. You know, maybe I'll fill out the envelope first this time. Card. Bad Kitty. Bruhl. Get a little stamp here. That was a good one. Check out the back cover. Ooh. A lovely purple. Perhaps we put the card in before we stick. Oh. Now it's such a shame that this was our last children's book before I figured out this lovely system. There'll be more, don't worry. Stick that on. Oh, we're always learning here. Always learning. And that is number there. Bad Kitty. Bruhl. Okay, go ahead. Printing. And we'll give that a little stick on the back here. Bad Kitty is in the system. Okay. The next books are actually the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Player's Handbook to Dungeons and Dragons. Now, do we think that the Dungeons and Dragons players would appreciate a little pocket in the back of their book? We'll give them one just in case. So we have the Dungeon Master's Guide. Who is the author of this? I'm guessing it's not one individual, but more the company in charge. We have credits. A very long list of credits. Well, we could simply write Wizards of the Coast. Okay. Give that a stamp. There you go. Put it in the pocket there. And right in the back. Good, these are the last ones. I'm not sure how my nail polish would handle much more. Just going to write Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeon Master Guide. Ready for Has a texture on the back. Stick it on the smooth side. Very good. Player's handbook right behind. D&D Player's Handbook. Wizards of the Coast. Okay. These are brand new. Someone's going to be very happy. I think these are a bit on the expensive side. $50. Come to the library. Okay. The back there. Here for the barcode. Just going to write the player's guide. There. Okay. Okay. Scan it in. Perfect. All right. We already got through that nice big pile. Thank you so much. So, next we have just a couple of the adults' books. It's just a little small pile right here. I just want to get labels on these and get them into the system. Then I'll be able to walk you around the library and show you everything you need to know. Great. Devil Wears Prada up first. No, I never actually read it. Did you? I'm curious how different it is from the movie. And the barcode on that. Thank you. And what we can do is print all of these, and I'll just scan them at the end since this is a smaller pile. The kids' books, sometimes they're so bulky, I like to move them out of my way. But this one we can start a nice, neat little pile there. Oh, Wuthering Heights. That is a thick one. No, I was assigned quite a bit of reading in high school, but I escaped Wuthering Heights. Okay, that is Emily Bronte. Okay, and ready for the code. I quite liked Gulliver's Travels. I enjoyed reading the Shakespeare. I actually love seeing it performed. Reading it, no idea what's going on. Hearing the inflection of the actors, priceless. West with the Night, Sarah Wheeler. Oh. Ernest Hemingway said it was written so well and marvelously that I was completely ashamed of myself as a writer. That is top praise. I was wondering if this was about Amelia Earhart, but that's not at all. Beryl Markham, a British-born Kenyan aviatrix, adventurer, and racehorse trainer. Might have to be the first to check this out. Okay. That is the best part about doing the intake of the books. You get first take. So this is a memoir. West with the Night. Written by Wheeler. Okay. Oh, you've got the hang of it now. Mm-hmm. This isn't a terrible job at all. Like I said, just tedious, but you get in the swing of things. Kind of relaxing. Last book for today. We'll do our tour, come back. This is The Silent Wife by A.S.A. Harrison. Looks like a nice short and I'm sure exciting read. Better than Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl. You don't have to put other books down to raise yours up. Okay, a must read for anyone who's occasionally ruthless, reckless, or loves clever books with depth and heart. Well, you'll have to let me know how it is. Okay, that is The Silent Wife. Harrison. And there we go. We scan these in, and we're all set. Good. All right. And log myself out here, and all set. Thank you so much for helping me out. This was a lot more fun with another person. You ready for your tour?